Well, hello, and welcome back to the Yard Sale Artist
Hello.
Studios. Hey, Mark, I hear you over there. Sounds like we're getting Bermuda Mark Hatherley in on this. What is up? Let's see who we've got in the chat already. I see some Ronald Went. What up, Ron?
Hey guys, sorry about that. Jerry, can you hear me?
I got you, buddy.
Okay, cool.
Excellent. We are live and direct from both Bermuda and Alabama.
As usual. Hello everyone. Nice to be here once again. Thank you, Jerry, for having me.
You're a regular now, man.
Yeah, well, I see that. I appreciate it. Okay, what's on tap for tonight?
Yeah, I tell you what, we got Ronald Went and GLHG in the chat already making their guesses and prognostications. I've got the list of 3-minute sketch suggestions.
Oh, nice.
From last time. So I will do a 3-minute sketch at some point tonight, but I want to give people time to get into the show for that.
Right.
I got a couple things to work on. I've got this page that I was inking. I got 2 panels left. But I've been inking on this, honestly. I was just on another live stream a few minutes ago. I've been inking on this for like the last hour and a half.
Had enough of it.
And I think I told people I was going to work on Batman. So I've got a blank cover that I've done some sketch work on for Dark Knight 3.
Oh, cool.
And I think I'm going to do a vintage Michael Keaton style Batman on that. So big shout outs to Ron and GLHG in the chat. We hope you guys are having the bestest of Tuesdays. Thanks for spending your Tuesday afternoon or evening with us. And of course, Joe November, as he plays music for us in the background.
Yeah, lovely.
So I'm just going to jump in and start working on this cover.
Yeah, I am going to, when Duchess comes, I think I'm going to draw some out of the hat. But right now, I'm going to put some tweaks on this page, and then I'm going to start inking it.
Awesome. Looks like a fancy page from Shipwreck to me.
I actually got a lot. I think I got about, after there's 2 more pages, Jared.
Oh, man.
And then we'll be up to what the part of the script that I had. So,
do you not have a full script?
No.
Oh, I finished it like a year ago.
Yeah, I only got the first, I think, 11 or so.
Oh my gosh, the things we learn on the live stream.
Well,
folks, that script's been done since I finished it over Thanksgiving.
And I got to check my emails as well, because I recently I only saw the first 11 pages, right? And I never really checked again, to be honest with you. But if you do have it and can send it, that'll be great.
Oh, absolutely, buddy. Yeah, I've got the completed script. I finished it at Thanksgiving, not this past one, but the one before.
Nice.
Yeah, we're a well-oiled machine here over when we make our comic books, people.
You know this. Got to keep the ball rolling. But I'm actually have been getting a lot done, you know, here. I mean, obviously, quarantine, there's not much else we can do.
Right.
So I've just been working on these pages.
And how you folks doing in the chat? How you doing, Ron, GL? I hope you guys are doing good too. Where did I put I'm starting to become an old man. I got to get my glasses, and my little reading glasses help me.
So you can see better.
I see better now, yeah.
Well, at least you don't have reading glasses. My glasses are permanent, 24/7.
GLHC said, ask him I do a Beetlejuice for a Batman cover. Kinda. Kinda, yeah. You could say that.
Oh, that's something I never drawn, Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I haven't either now that I think about it.
Never drawn Beetlejuice.
This is kind of fun for me. This is kind of a return to how I did art a while back.
Right.
Blank cover, just sort of a real rough sketch outline, then just kind of see where the where the ink takes me.
Yep.
So this is kind of fun for me. It could be fun for everybody if it doesn't come out good too. Sometimes the ink takes me places I don't want to go.
Yep. Ain't that the truth? Amazing how it just has its own mind, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like sometimes you start things and it takes its own direction. Sometimes good, sometimes bad.
Sometimes I'm just like, oh my goodness. Yeah, I could very well be embarrassing myself on the stream today.
Maybe.
But hey, I'm amongst friends.
Yeah, exactly. No mistakes in art, as they say.
Amongst friends. Only Ronald Went will stick it to me for the rest of my life, but that's because he's my big brother, and that's what we do. I miss you, Ron, man. Hopefully we'll be able to see each other in June. If not, sometime soon, buddy.
Yeah.
I'd say I miss you too, GLHC, but I've actually never met you.
Yeah. Something I don't like about that. Yep. So we'll just hear everyone's doing the same thing. I think just finding things to keep occupied, you know. I mean, obviously, like anything else, has ups and downs, doesn't it?
You're right about that. You know, it's funny. Ron mentioned the chat. He said you could abandon the Keaton and go with a beefier Frank Miller. And it's funny. It's kind of like my thing. I don't know how it became my thing, but I always do. I sort of zig when I should zag on these covers.
Right.
I like doing things that nobody else would do. Like I like to put something on there that goes with the theme of, you know, Batman. But do something that nobody else is doing, and that's where I would do like, okay, well, I'll do a Keaton Batman or an animated Batman or something like that. I'm just crazy. I'm crazy, people. You never know. I live life on the edge.
Now you're talking. Greenland HG says I missed Salma Hayek and I never even met her either.
That's always valid. That's yeah.
Yeah, I ain't mad at you, sir.
Truer words
Not
never
mad at you at
spoken,
all.
sir.
All right, let me get into this right now. I'm just going to touch up these buildings a little bit. I say this has been a nuisance though, because the amount of tweaking I'm done on the page, every page I pull out, I'm done so much tweaking to it. I might as well just redraw them. You know what I mean? It's like I said, oh man, how could I do this?
Speaking of things that are a nuisance, I think we all need to get an update on the shoes.
Yeah, you're God. There's in my closet in the bag, and now that more locked off, he's definitely not gonna get them anytime soon. You know, he could have had them, Jarrod. every time I showed him something, it's like, okay, this and this. I'll pull them out at some point during the stream.
Those dang shoes.
I can't say that I would never do it again, but I just hope no one else asks, because that was a nuisance. Believe you me. That was a nuisance.
Oh, Ben is in the chat. What up, Battle Wagon?
Hey.
He's watching over on Twitter. Thanks for stopping by, dude.
As
Good
always.
to see you. I'm trying to remember who gave me all these suggestions for the 3-minute sketch from last time. I've got Hawk from Buck Rogers, anything from Robotech, Jessica Rabbit, and Marvin the Martian.
Yes, I do remember this now.
Just trying to remember who gave them me.
I only knew Marvin and Jessica Rabbit. That's the only two I already know.
Yeah. Most of the time on my 3-minute sketches, I end up having to look them up anyway, so it'll be no different. You guys will get to see how it works in real life tonight.
Hey, man, all in good fun.
All in good fun. All in good fun. We're just gonna relax, listen to some tunes, draw some pictures.
Yep, like any other Tuesday evening.
You got that right. So we'll catch up on what you guys have been doing in the chat. Ron, I bet you've been working, man. I know Ron works in the medical field, so he might be busy.
Oh, right.
GL, what you been up to, man? What's been passing your time, buddy? You, Ron, anybody else in the chat? Old Ben, if you're still there, what you been up to, man? We want to know. GLHC said Hawk was Rod. Okay, formerly Rodline. He was Marvin. Robotech, I think. Yeah, I think it was Rod too. And Chola was Jessica Rabbit. That sounds right to me. Oh, Ron says he's just doing work in art. Now, Ron, if you like doing the arts, and I know you do, and I know you're actually pretty good at it. I've seen some of Ron's work. He's a pretty talented guy. And if you want to get an invite to one of these, to do one of these with me and Mark, you're welcome.
Yeah, man. Don't be shy.
We'll put you on here. We'll chat with you. We'll get you drawn. Happy to have you, buddy. Just let me know. Say the word if you want to invite. Lord knows we could use someone else to put the pressure on.
Yeah, exactly. Some new guy, huh?
Yeah, come on, new guy.
Blame it on the new guy.
Dance, monkey, dance. Let's see. GLA, she says the warden let him out to do laundry and exercise, clean his toy collection. That's good. Oh, well, that's the beautiful part about it. Ron says he'll let us know when he's ready to step it up. And that's cool, man. Whenever you're ready, seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if this show is actually stepping it up.
Hey,
This is a good place to get an introduction.
Get you ready for prime time.
Mark and I aren't taking ourselves too seriously, in case you had noticed.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're welcome here. For reals, man. For reals. Say the word.
Okay, let me just turn this on.
What I'm really hoping is on this Batman that the color will help carry it. I'm trying something new, which, yeah, really great idea on a live stream to try something new. Normally I do a lot heavier black and white work, but I'm going to try to see if I can get the color to carry this piece a little more than usual. I'm kind of inspired by Drew Moss, who I know Ron is familiar. GLH, he's probably familiar. You know, he's been drawn with Beatty over on his channel.
Right.
Drew's real good at getting the color to carry things. I'm kind of inspired by him, and I want to dabble in that tonight. So y'all are coming on this journey with me.
Those guys make inking look easy, don't they?
Yeah, it's almost like they're professionals or something.
Yeah.
I drafted up this quick little pencil sketch. This is I don't know if y'all can see it very well on camera, but it's like the roughest of rough pencil sketches. I did my usual. I printed out my model photograph and posted it up here. Just did like the roughest of rough, and we're going to cross our fingers and see what happens tonight. Man, we've got superstar John Beatty in the house. Hello, John. Good evening. How you doing, buddy? I hope things are going good for you. We're just chilling and relaxing here on a Tuesday. John said he was fighting his internet a bit.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that goes. Man, I've had a busy internet day today. Said I was on another live stream leading right up to this live stream.
Yeah, those stand I can imagine keeps you busy. That's for sure.
Yeah, yep. The one I just came off of was a Auburn football live stream. I do some audio segments for their podcast, and they wanted to get some Auburn folks together just to chit chat and talk Auburn for a bit. You know, in this quarantine period, it's nice just to get a little social sometimes.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That's what we did, just a chit chat, and I inked on that Cold Lightning page while we were chatting.
Yeah, that page actually looks nice.
Well, thank you, sir.
Well, I shouldn't say actually; it just looks good, you know.
It's getting there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna redraw some of these buildings that I was doing.
You and your buildings.
Yeah, I love them.
John Beatty says he's getting a stockpile of kindling going. Oh, I get it. For a bit there, I was like, what's he setting on fire? Now I know exactly what he's setting on fire. He's got a feud going. He's got a beef going with a certain business in his town.
Oh, nice.
I jokingly encouraged him to burn it to the ground, but I think he's starting to get serious about it.
Yeah. Then does the joke become reality? Yeah.
Yeah. Next thing you know, I'm going to be testifying at someone's court session.
You always get that one person where everyone else is taking it as a joke. Huh?
Well, here's the thing, Your Honor.
Everyone else is taking it as a joke.
I thought it was very clever and funny.
Yeah, that's all good.
Well, I don't know if I mentioned this in the last one or not, or if I had by last Tuesday, I can't remember, but I officially finished all 17, which became 18.
So yes, you
Princess
were saying
Bride book page sketches.
Yeah, that must have been a lot of fun.
Oh my goodness, there's a lot of characters in the Princess Bride that I'd forgotten about, but it was all right in the end. And it was funny because I finished the 17th one and I sent to the client, and the client was like, "Awesome, love it all, great."
As long as your clients are happy.
Yeah. And then he goes, "I just realized I forgot one."
Oh, nice. After
like,
all that, huh? And you're like, okay.
I guess I got one more to do.
Yep. No, to be honest, I have gotten all Dr. Kaz's commissions done.
Good.
So that is done and dusted. No telling when I'll be able to send them out, unfortunately. But
yeah,
at least they're done. So once things start rolling again, I can just get them off to him. I know he's not in the real rush.
Nah, Kaz is cool about that.
Yeah, he's very makes it easy for me too.
But yeah, I mailed Kaz off all of his Batman stuff last week.
Nice.
I've just been doing book page sketch after book page sketch. Those aren't slowing down. I'm thankful for that. Thankful for
exactly.
Friends and clients keeping me in the business.
Yep.
I was just talking to my buddy Van Plexico over at White Rocket the other day, and he was talking about looking for a penciler for a project. And, I recommended my favorite guy in Bermuda. So we'll see what comes of that.
Maybe. I love drawing pages, I'll tell you that. It's been a while, too, so I said, well, I can't wait to get the rest of the script. And now that I'm on lockdown until, I think, May the 2nd, they just extended it here in Bermuda. So... No, it'll be the time.
Yeah, that's true. And that's why I told him, I was like, hey, man, he's got the time. And he was, and the only thing really holding Van back was like, hey, I know he's doing Shipwrecker for you. And I was like, listen,
Yeah.
If you're paying them better money than me, then I have no problem putting the project on the back burner and getting them paid.
Yeah, and for me, like I said, right? Obviously, we all need some funds, but to me, money has never been the first and foremost thing because everything I do helps me improve, you know. And I feel it helps when you actually have a project as opposed to doing sample pages. I think when you do actual real work, it makes a difference. You know, I don't know why I just approach it differently, and I think I produce better work when I do when I know it's going to be something that's possibly going to be published as opposed to just doing sample pages to send off to someone just to carve you down, you know.
Right. No, I'm sure. I'll tell you what was exciting at the yard sale artist headquarters this week is we busted out the clippers and my wife cut my hair and my son's hair.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, John Beatty's here. Here's that dad rap in the background. He wants me to crank it up. That's the opposite turn up. There you go, John.
It's the only gaming system that might be bulletproof. I finished
Turn it up.
Got a big stack of games for Dreamcast. Underrated system with some really great games. D2 and Dino Crisis.
Just to name names. Sorry, I was thinking of my own backup.
Yeah, dad rap.
Dad rap in the house.
Just me, my boy, and of course my wife. Upgrading now to PS3, 360, and of course a Wii. Keeping up with my faves like Castlevania, Tomb Raider, and Legend of Zelda. The wife is still rocking her RPGs. Playing with the boy.
I see John in the chat talking about how he's gonna say I brainwashed him in court. And that's why he had to burn that place to the ground. I mean, I don't disagree. I'd probably try to pull the same stunt, John.
So here I am, career wife to kids.
Boss gotta take the blame for it, huh?
Might as well.
Can't game all the time, but it's still fun. My last few drives are for the youth, so listen up while I drop some truth. When you're playing online with
Oh, I see Jessica in the chat. What up, Jessica? Jessica and I went to college together.
Nice.
47,000 years ago, I think. Seems so long. Yeah, I appreciate that, Jessica. Thanks for stopping in and saying hey.
I found my first love with Atari. Yeah, that was better. Yeah, that's
Now I got folks critiquing dad rap in the chat.
Good luck, Joe. I love you.
You can't win. You can't win on this program.
What they say, any news is good news. But it's that showing off.
I tell you what. I tells you what. Oh my goodness.
All right, it's my. There we go.
I mean, I guess it doesn't really help my cause at all that on this playlist over on Joe November's SoundCloud, that dad rap is immediately followed by Megaran, who's a pretty darn good rapper.
Very nice.
I probably shouldn't play those two next to each other. Makes me look bad.
Shows you have confidence, sir.
Yeah, that's it. John's killing me in the chat. He saved all the text where I encouraged him to burn the place to the ground, so he can use them in court. That's probably a smart move. And I, I'll cop to it right now. Yes, I send him those texts. I told him he should burn the place to the ground. Place like home. I turned the music up a little bit for the dad rap. If it's too loud for anybody, let me know.
There, me. It's actually kind of low, to be honest.
Okay.
I don't know how everybody else feels about it.
Oh, all right.
But I mean, it's no problem. I can hear it, but it's
all right.
It's not loud.
Well, yeah, and since my wife's been teaching classes from home, she's had to come in here to do some recordings and stuff. So I'm sure she's changed some of my levels.
Oh, right.
So don't touch my levels.
Yeah, she must be pretty busy at home with that stuff.
She kind of is.
Right.
She's weird about it though. She does all her work late at night when everybody's sleeping.
Oh, right.
She's up late.
Dedication.
And then she still gets up at like a pretty early time. I'm like, I'm going back to sleep.
Well, she sounds like my wife. Guess it's just a woman thing.
Johanna's good at running on very little sleep. Jarrod, however, is not.
Yeah, I knew. Exactly what you're saying.
Oh, let's see. I've been missing some people in the chat. Got the Hyper Potato here. What up, man? Hello, buddy. The Hyper Potato and I have an interesting story about our friendship and how it developed. First, we were Twitter friends. And then he was like, hey, I got this con coming up in my town. You should totally go. And I was like, if I had a free place to stay, I'd try that con. Can I stay at your house?
Yeah, there you go.
He was like, all right.
Cool.
And that's how we became friends.
Hey, no harm in that.
It ended up being a pretty good little show, too.
Nice.
And he must have trusted me because he didn't just put me up at his place. He put me up at his sister's place. She's great. Yeah, he's got a cool family.
So they got this nice guy coming to town.
Yeah, he's don't ask any questions.
Yeah.
It's just saying he's got a great family, but he's probably getting burnt out on him over this. Over these recent days. Duchess in the chat. What? Not a real show till the Duchess shows up.
There you go. Let the games begin. Okay, I'm running out of battery juice here.
Right, I got my line basics down. Oh, man. GL, I think I'm going to let you pick a number. GL, you can pick any number you like between 1 and 20. I'm going to use that. You're my randomizer for the 3-minute sketch I'm going to do tonight. 1 and 20, GL. Hit me with it when you get a chance. And I'm going to get funky with a 3-minute sketch here in a second.
Yeah, sounds like fun.
Why not?
Not that right.
It's been forever since I've done a 3-minute sketch because I really only do them at cons.
Yeah.
There haven't been a whole lot of cons lately. He said 9. 9. Gotcha, GL. Thank you. Oh, so I just want to say hey, and I see some folks sitting in the chat, and I see folks that are in the watchers block. Appreciate each and every one of you.
Yep, as always. Hello.
If you're sitting here watching, I encourage you to come in the chat. We have some fairly nice folks in there.
Yeah. Just killing time, shooting the breeze.
That's right. Low threat environment. Have fun over here with us. If you're watching on anything but YouTube, if you're on Facebook or if you're watching on Twitter, I encourage you to head over to my YouTube page, give a subscription, and join Mark and I every Tuesday night at 5. And of course, I have my pop-up streams as well. All right. He said 9, I think. Yeah. So I had a random start point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Well, I'll have to look up some reference on this one. I got Hawk.
Which one is that?
Buck Rogers. Hawk.
Okay.
Buck Rogers.
I never heard of that myself.
Yep, I'm Googling now, as you folks can see. Hawk.
Let me look it up. I might have some fun with you.
Buck Rogers. Okay, well, he looks cool. I'll give you that.
Hawk from Buck Rogers?
Yeah.
Is that what you saying?
You guys see it? There he is.
Okay.
Sinister looking cat. Okay. Let's just play with that then. All right. See if I can set him up over here. All right. I'm going to let Batman dry for just a second here because I don't want to smudge any of his inks while I'm erasing. Let him dry for a minute. And I have with me a couple of these cards I take with me to cons. So these are the cards I use at the con. They are 5x7 cards. And then I've got my little info at the bottom. It says 3-minute sketch. All my contact info and stuff like that. Pretty cool little cards that they make for me down at my local print shop. Now let's see here. So 3 minutes worth of Hawk from Buck Rogers.
How does this do you copy on the thing, or do you just throw it out of your head?
I've got the picture up right here. I put up a model picture right off screen, and I'm just going to do my best in 3 minutes.
Okay,
So
I got a picture too. Let me never get started. We'll have some fun.
All right. You're going to do it too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord. Now I'm going to look even worse by comparison. Apparently, Jessica from over on Facebook's on board. She said Hawk from Buck Rogers is, and I quote, badass.
He looks like a badass. I like his hat.
He does. He does. So this ought to be interesting. 3 minutes worth of Hawk from Buck Rogers. I'm just letting. Are you all set over there, Mark?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, I got my timer right here, and 3, 2, 1, go.
Cool.
Let's have some fun with
Buck Rogers.
Buck Rogers.
3 minute sketch.
It's always fun to do something that I've never heard of. And to do it, I don't. He looks vaguely familiar. I must have watched some Buck Rogers when I was real little or something. But he does look vaguely familiar. Hawk from Buck Rogers, ladies and gentlemen, in 3 minutes. Okay. You having fun with Hawk from Buck Rogers?
Why? It's harder than I thought. I'm putting pressure on myself.
I'm telling you, it's a fun game right here. First part I got going okay. He's got those mean eyes. And his hawk-like nose. He's got kind of one of them wide, grumpy mouths, a little lower than I wanted to go there. There we go. We got about a minute left according to the sands in the glass there. You know, I'm gonna get those black feather flares. I think that's one of the keys to his look. Is to get these black feathers in here. All right. Oh, just a few seconds left. Well, not even that. It's starting to. The sands are escaping us. All right. Yep. The sands just went out, and I'm just gonna give him his little flare here. I'm cheating a little bit by adding this little.
That was crazy.
I'm telling you, I do this all the time at cons, man. It's insane. All right, so 3 minutes plus a little Peter bonus time of Hawk from Buck Rogers. There you have him.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
That's it. Pencils down, yelled the Duchess. Oh, Jessica said she's got Buck Rogers in a box set.
Looks good, Jarrod.
I don't know about that.
Maybe. For 3 minutes?
For 3 minutes. It's too bad formerly Rodline wasn't here to see his creation take shape, but you know, maybe it is for the best because
yeah, next time.
I'm gonna tighten that up just because I want to.
Yep, that was fun.
Yeah, it kind of, when you're at a con, it's kind of a fun break. It's
exactly.
real fun for the kids as they watch the hourglass run out.
Watch you sweat.
Watch you sweat. You're never gonna make it, old man.
Exactly. He can't do it.
What's really funny is when you get just like absolutely in the zone on one.
Oh yeah.
And then you're like, I'm killing this. And you're like, you've got it exactly where you want it. There's still like 30 seconds left and you don't even know what to do with yourself. Like, I don't know what to do now. All right. There's a 3-minute sketch of Hawk. Too bad Rodline missed it. There you go. I tightened it up a little bit. 3 minutes worth of Hawk from Buck Rogers.
Baby, works for me.
If you need this is only $75. Just to my
A classic. A yard sale artist classic.
If anybody catches Rodline along the way, you let him know. I'll mail that to him. That's how it is. I'll mail it to him. Tell him for shipping and handling is only $75. Yes, I You know, it's funny. GLHG. He says Marvin would have been easier. In some respects, Marvin would have been easier.
Well, yeah.
But in
maybe.
other respects,
No,
like I've got room to screw this up a little bit.
Yeah.
Which I did. If you screw up a cartoon character, it starts to look really, really weird.
Yeah. Looks pretty weird, huh?
We're so used to seeing these perfect dimensions on them, you know?
Yeah. And the folks that draw make it look so easy, don't they?
Yeah.
They're drawing the same character over and over. Even like drawing like somebody like Homer Simpson or somebody, it's amazing how tricky it can be.
Yes, 100% yes. Hey, if you guys enjoyed the little 3-minute sketch break, let us know in the chat if that's sort of a thing you guys like to see. We'll do those more often. We just kind of tried that out tonight.
Hey, you could even participate if you like.
Yeah, absolutely. Still trying to get Ron Wint to join us on the show. And also, if you like, all right, Ron says he'd like to see it. I can't do it at 5 minutes, Ron. It specifically says on my card 3 minutes. 3-minute sketches. I've had some 3-minute sketches, folks, that I've finished and I've been like proud of them. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I've had some I finished. I was like, oh my gosh, I hope nobody posts this on the internet.
And have your name attached to it just for the purpose.
No, I'm just like,
just
no.
for the purpose. People say, no, this is the guy's work.
This guy? Y'all bought something from this guy? Why?
Yep. No, that good.
Oh man, Ron! I didn't know this. Ron's got an exclusive contract. He's only on John's shows for the next 5 years. That's why I read the chat.
Nice. Well, his loss.
By the way, if you are in the chat and you did like the 3-minute sketch thing, you want to see more of them. It sounds like we'll probably do more.
Yeah.
And you want a suggestion for a character, I'll add it to my list. I'll keep this running list here. I'll scratch through Hawk since I did that one. And if you want something added to the list that we might do in the future, shout it out in the chat.
Yep.
Long for my water cup with me. I'm about to do a little brush and ink work, and I don't have my water cup. I'm gonna go grab that. Mark, be entertaining. Don't talk bad about me.
I'll make sure. Spider-Man. Who wants Spider-Man?
Me.
Hey.
Give
me 1 minute. 33-minute sketch.
Somebody wanted a 33-minute sketch?
No.
That's called a drawing. Oh, we got some suggestions.
I just wants an upside down Spider-Man, I guess.
Oh, that's
cupcake.
I see what you're doing there, Duchess. I see what you're doing. Art direction. I am adding Spider-Man to the list. Triclops from He-Man. All right, I put them on the list. You never know. I got to go get some more of those cards. Exactly. I started out life with, I think, 300 of them. This is literally how many I have left.
Nice.
And I just got to get down to I don't even know if my print shop is currently running under the current circumstances.
Yeah, exactly. Wouldn't be surprised, you know.
Man chasing a unicorn. Oh, the Duchess is in the joke zones today, I see. She's got jokes and jokes and jokes. That was a fun little break, though. I'm glad you with it.
Nice change of pace.
I didn't really take a look at yours. How did it come out?
So my I should have been cheating all that time. Here he is, look. Looks a bit loose, you know.
Yeah, it's a man though. I can tell that.
Exactly.
We got that much down.
Happy battle on.
So I'm just doing all kinds of firsts tonight. I've actually never done brush ink on a custom cover before. So, all right, now I'm learning how this kind of cover takes this ink.
Yeah.
There's lots of different ways they make these custom covers, though. Some of them can be very frustrating. They're very like glossy and slippery, and they just don't take as well. I don't like those. This is one of the better ones. Has a surface that's usable.
And that is for something in particular, or just something you're doing?
Just something I'm doing.
Okay, nice.
At the rare stepping out for just a minute.
Right.
I got well ahead on my commissions list this weekend. So I was like, sweet, I'll be able to do something just fun for the live stream with Mark on Tuesday. Like I said, I finished that big order of
that's right, you were saying.
That's done. And then I got ahead on some of the people that were after that.
Okay, so I think I like the way that's coming out. Let's get some of this.
That page looks awesome, man.
Yeah, thanks. I'm just trying to straighten out the buildings a bit. They look a bit odd, really.
Duchess says, how far up from your camera is your camera from your desk? I have it at a very precariously placed spot, but it's about 2 feet.
Yeah.
Some of the live stream stuff I do, I have to have focused on me as the person. Then
right.
I focus on me as a table. If I put it down any lower, it really comes into frame when I try to do the ones as me as a person. So it's a balancing act. I have like the world's most country setup.
And the cameras are tricky, aren't they? Like sometimes though.
I'd have to send you a picture sometime, Mark.
Yeah, there you go. I was actually battling with mine earlier. I actually broke it off of the. I was trying to adjust it, and it sort of broke off the mount. I had to bring out the crazy glue.
Well, if it makes you feel better, mine is literally taped to a piece of cardboard that hangs from a hook on my ceiling.
Hey, there you go. No harm in that. It works.
It's taped to a piece of cardboard hanging from a hook.
I didn't have the time this evening, but I'm actually gonna try to figure out a better way to hook it up there, you know, because I don't think this is gonna hold. Be crazy, it's not gonna hold that long. Eventually, when I try to adjust it, I know something strange is gonna happen. Come along nicely, Jerry.
It's getting there. It's getting there. Filling in the black. GLHC's dropping a question. How important is tech become to your work, and how much did you have to learn about technology?
Me,
Go
I had
ahead.
to learn a bit about setting up the cameras and whatnot to do live streaming when I was doing some stuff on Twitch, and I had downloaded all the OBS software and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But this stuff is a little more straightforward, YouTube and whatnot, I think, because you can just go right on the platform and then just once you allow the permissions to do the live streaming, you get the permission, I should say, then you just go from there.
Mm-hmm.
But with Twitch, it was a bit tricky, I must say.
Yeah, we I first learned the streaming doing work for the Longbox Crusade podcast stuff I'm on. We were going to do some live stuff, and we were doing the OBS Twitch route,
Right.
and we just could not get it to go. It kept freezing
Yeah,
up.
it's pretty sticky, I must say. And then they have all the other little additional things that you can download as well, like for the chat box, and where you can have the chat on the screen as as it pops up.
Right.
But I had gotten it pretty good, but then it was just tiring, Like,
but we were just fighting it.
Yeah, it was tiring.
Fighting with it. Couldn't get it to work. And then one of our friends was like, hey, have you tried StreamYard? It's pretty easy.
Right.
And StreamYard was so easy that we were trying to go live to do a show live with OBS. And we couldn't get it to come up. And I was like, all right, if I can't get going on streaming on StreamYard within the next 5 minutes, then I'm canceling it and we'll figure it out later. And I was streaming with StreamYard in less than 5 minutes. So
see that.
I said StreamYard will be it.
Yeah.
So,
can't go wrong, huh?
To answer your question, GLHG, some tech is absolutely key.
Yeah.
Like I firmly believe you pretty much have to be on social media.
Yes.
As an artist. I did it for a while without being on social media. All I had was a blog. But life sure did get a lot easier.
Yeah.
Got on social media.
Made a big difference, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm glad.
And then, of course, learning StreamYard and setting up YouTube to be able to do all this. So those are the tech things I definitely embraced. But as far as like tech for drawing, I'm still what they call a traditional artist. I don't do any digital.
Well, right. I exactly. And that to that extent, yes, correct. I still like to draw a pencil on paper. And I'm not saying I won't try digital if I had the software or whatnot, but I prefer to just do it the old-fashioned way. Works for me.
I would probably fiddle with it if I had
exactly
the time, and then of course the money to get some really good gear.
No, that's it exactly. Because I actually wanted to look at some software for coloring.
Mm-hmm.
At some point in time, but like you said, that is costly. You want to get the right stuff, and then learn nothing about it. Like, once again, I guess there's more research into technology you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
So you get decent equipment.
We're just a couple of old school guys.
Yeah. Guilty.
GLHG would like to know your thoughts on digital comics.
Digital comics. I have gotten a few. I personally am a physical book person, and that's like with any kind of book. But once again, here in Bermuda, it's pretty difficult to order specific books and have them shipped here for a reasonable price. Because I had tried to get a hard copy of one. I think it was Bloodshot. I think it is, and what it would have cost me to ship her. I mean, it was almost like $60. You know, it was insane. Yeah, and for me, I like to use a lot of the books for actual reference as well. So it's easier to have them right on hand to flip through the pages as opposed to just trying to scroll on a computer screen. It's not too bad as far as reading the actual comic, but yeah, as far as having, I prefer the physical comic.
Pretty much the same answer I think I gave.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things about reading real physical comics, especially old ones, is the smell.
Yep, that
I
too.
love the smell of an old comic book, man.
Yeah. I mean, and digital is nice, but it's just not the same, is it?
Not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same.
All right, we're about to hit our 1 hour mark.
Nice.
Time flies when you're having fun.
There you go.
So let's flip the script a little bit. And GL, what are your thoughts on digital, man? You like having digital comics? You'd rather have physical? I mean, at the end of the day, I'm glad they exist.
Yeah, exactly. Because one thing about that, right, is also immediate delivery as well.
Yeah, there's definitely a convenience, especially for
Yeah,
someone like me who podcasts on these comic books, and I don't own every comic on the planet, so sometimes I have to go to the digital sources.
you don't have to wait, you know.
Got a podcast tomorrow night about
that's a long box.
Yep, Long Box Crusade. We're going to record about a Nightwing comic book.
Nice.
Reading a Nightwing this week. That one, I surprised myself. I thought for sure I'd be going on my DC app and reading it digitally, but I was like, I had a fair amount of Nightwing. Let me go out to the building, check my comics out there, and see if I got a copy, a physical copy, and I did. I was like, hey, all right.
That works, huh?
Yeah. I loved, and I still love Nightwing, but I loved the Chuck Dixon McDaniel run on Nightwing. Scott McDaniel, Chuck Dixon, and Carl Story, I think, did the inks. What a cool run. There we go.
Again, I'm not on camera. Okay, so
sounds like GL agrees with your take on the comics, my friend.
with the right. Yeah, I always like books. 'Cause I think the fun thing of having comic books in the beginning was actually having the actual comic in the first place, you know?
That's true. That's definitely true.
Yeah.
So Duchess asked an interesting question in the chat. Assuming all these superheroes we know and love were real, and you could meet one of them, who would you want to meet? I already know the answer from Mark. I already know what you're gonna say.
Who's that?
You're a Superman guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. You know me pretty well, Jared. Being how much you get to know a guy on a live stream. Huh?
I know, right?
But no,
I
you're
think
right.
that'd be a great.
It would have to be Superman. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I definitely have to pick one of those more awe-inspiring, inspirational heroes. So I'm thinking
Yeah.
Superman or Captain America
Yeah.
would be who I would want to meet if they were real.
Okay, let's fix up this smoke.
I mean, you think it might be cool to meet somebody like Batman, but then it might be like a kind of a scary experience.
Yeah, exactly. We're like, you'd be looking at you like, who's this guy?
You'd be like, "Hey, I got better things to do."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, later on, Batman.
Nice meeting you.
And he'd be like, stay off the streets. Crime doesn't pay. If you even think about doing a crime, I'll find you. All right, thanks, Batman. Nice meeting you.
Okay, so I think that's enough of that. Let me
You still noodling over there?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a break from this now. Or some that's okay, what can I do that's fast?
No, at least you're making cool comics over there.
Yeah, actually, it's actually a lot of fun. I'm gonna enjoy it. I think being have the time to actually sit down and do it, you know.
I just think it's funny that I finished that script like a year and a half ago and I never sent it to you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I just thought about it the other night, dude, and because I see I was getting close to the end, right? And I said, I have to ask Jared if you sent it and I just missed it, or if you just.
That might have happened.
Yeah.
Still funny because I'm like, man, he really wants to finish this pre-credit sequence before he moves on. I can tell. Meanwhile, you didn't have the information to move on.
Exactly.
Oh, Duchess said, which Superman? And Ronald Wentz said he'd like to meet Storm and he would win her heart.
Yeah.
I
That's
hate you,
great.
man. Which Superman? I don't know. This may sound a little weird because I know this is kind of like a real person and not necessarily Superman, but man, I sure wish I could have met Christopher Reeve. I mean, I know reality is a thing, and I know he's not really Superman. Don't question my sanity.
Hmm.
But I sure would have liked to met Christopher Reeve. Getting into some intense inking down here around the belts. Do some really close, tight ink lines. Nobody make any loud noises.
Hmm.
Got it. Got it. All right, that side's done.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder if if superheroes were if they were real, like what would they actually look like? I mean, like Superman, for instance, like what would he look like in person? Like would he? I mean, because he is Superman, and obviously he's an alien. People tend to forget, you know what I mean? So it would have to be something about it that's a little bit different, as opposed to looking just like a human.
I never thought of it that way, but it's a good point.
Yeah, sometimes I think I might say it would be pretty cool because I mean, you would. That's why sometimes when I draw him, I try to do something where he looks like a little bit different.
Interesting. I like that. Back to tight inking again. Don't type with all caps in the chat. Whew, all right. Made it out of another tight spot. Oh, I see. Looks like a cyborg coming out.
Yeah, just something quick. I don't want to bore everybody with my page. Just doing buildings. It's exciting to me, but it might not be exciting to everyone else. You know what
I
I mean?
remember when I did that one. Was it? I think it was on John's show when I inked that page.
Oh yeah,
that Spidey page.
that was actually cool though.
I was like, I'm gonna be inking these buildings for the rest of my life. All right. I made it out alive around the belt buckle area. Everything from here on should be cake.
Smooth sailing, huh?
That's what we always say.
Yeah.
And something stupid happens.
Yep.
Yeah. let's see. I gotta check the chat here. Jarrod, how do you come up with the ideas for shipwrecker pages? Well, frankly, I steal them. Oh wait, John already says. Now, you know what I do is for like shipwrecker is, you know, a fairly obvious James Bond rip-off. Don't tell anybody. And of course, I wanted to put him into a real unique situation, and so look for some zombies to be involved. And then all I really do is see the movie in my head. Like I just watch the movie in my head, and then I just write down.
Hey, Kenneth Darrell. How you doing, sir? Nice to see you.
Hey, Kenneth Darrell in the chat. We are just straight up making some arts and doing some talking. Duchess had asked the question where I come up with the ideas for the comic book pages I write. And like I said, I see the movie in my head and I write it down. And I think it's lucky that I've been, you know, reading comics my whole life because I have a pretty good idea in my mind of how it needs to flow.
Yep.
Translate it from movie to comic book. And most importantly, translate it to my artist so that my artist understands what we're doing. But like we talked about in last stream too, I want the artist to have freedom to make it fun, or else it's not fun for them.
So that doesn't
So
get too.
I try to find those spots where I try to give enough guidance to say this is, you know, these are the must-haves because they're going to come up later on. Aside from that, though, I let the artist play with details and stuff. Like I'm not telling Mark, you know, the main character in this book's name is Alan Porter. I'm not like Alan has to be wearing a 4-button suit with Ray-Ban sunglasses. I just say, hey, in this scene, Alan needs to be looking sharp, you know, dressed up. Suit, you know, think about James Bond and Goldfinger type of a deal. Looking good type of deal.
I remember doing the last double page spread with the intro part with the James Bond intro part. I remember when I put him in a pirate suit, and you was like, yeah, it looks good, but Alan wouldn't wear a pirate suit.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Hey, but I mean, it's what goes with it, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Oh, what kind of a suit did you have him in?
It was like a pirate. It was pirate garb.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But hey,
because you were doing the big splash page that was kind of like the opening.
Yeah, that's right. It was the big splash page, right?
And I was like, okay, so yeah, I was like, there's a lot of room for creativity there. But I was like, you know, he's never gonna be in that suit.
Right, exactly.
And I don't, you know, I think it might just confuse the reader. That's I remember now. Oh man, I 100% forgot about that too.
Yeah, see, I thought about it the other day. I said, that's funny. I got to bring it up next time.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, but it's all good. You know what I mean?
And legendary inker John Beatty in the chat was just saying about this type. Remember, I was talking about the different cover surfaces, and these will tend to take longer to dry. And I'm seeing that. Yeah, I see where it's going to be tacky a little longer. Appreciate the tip, Mr. Beatty. You are, as usual, 100% correct. That's what I'm seeing as well. So this one probably won't get the color accents that I wanted to do tonight, just because I think I need to give it a little more time to draw, as the pro Beatty has told us.
Yep.
Well, we appreciate you joining the chat, Kenneth Darrell.
Hey, yes, sir. Welcome anytime.
I don't know that I've seen him in the chat before.
No, I believe it's his first time.
Oh, well, welcome. We got a really nice chat community. And if you aren't subscribed to us already, we'd love that. But hey, you know, you might want to watch the episode and then decide. Time. I think there we go. So we'll see if this thing gets dry enough to take color tonight. I don't know if it will. I really like this surface of the blank covers though, because it's good to draw on. Like Mr. Beatty pointed out, it's your ink will remain a little sticky on it for longer, and I can see especially the later spots where it's still wet down there. So I don't know if I'll get to the color like I wanted to tonight, because we are at 1 hour and 16 minutes. And as you guys know, we like to aim for 90-minute episodes on our Tuesday evenings. We'll see. Now, the good news is most of the color work I need to do is up here in the cowl, which is perfectly dry. So I can fool with that a bit. So let me get some markers out, see how far I can get some of these Prismas out. Interesting question from the Duchess. Jarrod, do you ever put Easter eggs in your pages? The only Easter eggs I put in as a writer is, especially if there's characters that aren't main characters, but they're just like side characters, secondary characters or whatnot, you will usually name them after friends of mine. So that's what I do there.
I actually like trying to hide stuff in.
I mean, that does sound fun.
Yeah, it is pretty fun trying to hide this stuff in there.
As we've talked about on previous episodes, when it comes to layering your colors, you always want to go light to dark. So I'm putting down a 20% warm gray over the whole cowl, and then I'll add a 50% for some shading effects. It should really make it come to life. And I might do just a little bit of 70% extra shading, depending on how I like how this comes out.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to Best Days, where we give you at home the best of everything.
So even though this is Keaton Batman, it's actually from my favorite Keaton Batman, which is the second one. Batman Returns. And Mark is getting into inking right under that eye.
Yeah. Eyes are very important.
Exactly. Eyes make the piece.
They do.
Every time.
Eyes are very important.
The first thing I draw. Every time, one of the first things I draw is the eyes. Because you're going to screw them up. Might as well screw them up first so you can start over.
Yeah, exactly.
And I have screwed some up in my day.
Yep. You and me both.
Okay, so my 20% is down. Now I want my 50%. We should start getting some real depth and light refraction off of this cowl. Like I said, I would usually go with more black up on the cowl, but I have been inspired by Drew Moss over on John Beatty's channel. I like the way he gets color to work for him, and I'm going to see if I can't get it to work for me tonight. You might be watching an abysmal failure. Ain't no way I'm going to get Drew Moss good at this tonight, but I'm going to try.
No harm in that.
I know Mark's a big fan of coloring.
I wish I could call about it.
We'll get some shade out of this yet. Okay. So now I've got the 20%, the 50%, and now I want a 70%. Great. Get some real. Here it is. Real dark tones in certain spots. Like here. Not too upset with that. That's going to
Oh,
work.
nice, Jarrod.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy with how this is working out. Happy about that. I will take it. We're about the hour and 24-minute mark. Just enough to make me push it a little harder. Now, if I remember correctly from our last time, Mark, you like the 89 Batman.
Oh yeah. You made the movie, right?
Right.
Yeah, I did. Until I read somewhere where I can't remember who wrote the article, but they pointed out the fact that it really didn't really have a story, and I didn't even notice it. Like, they hurt my feelings. But I never even thought about it that way, you know.
How dare you?
So you had to go ahead and point that out. Sometimes you just gotta leave well enough alone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But no, I still like it.
Let me enjoy it.
I think at the time was like, you know, I was young and I liked superheroes, and they didn't have much. It wasn't too much out there, was it?
No, not back then.
But the Ninja Turtles came at some point.
Yeah, they came in 90.
Exact time, but
Yep, Turtles followed it up in 90. I remember being very excited to see that Turtles movie.
Yeah, Turtles, that was cool.
They hit big when I was about 12, 13. I think what the next big one was after that. I guess maybe X-Men? Was it that long?
Yeah,
2000.
around all that time when they started to really kick
Blade,
down.
Blade was like 99. I did like that Blade, though. Yes, sir, I did. Right, get all my light grays in. Hey, Auburn Elvis in the chat. What up, Auburn Elvis? Ronald Wentz just wanted to make us all feel old and remind us that TMNT just had its 30th anniversary last week.
Nice.
We are old.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Yeah, Turtles were the jam back then. I remember like the video game came out. That thing was hard.
But I still like the original one the best.
The original video game?
No, the movie.
Oh, the movie.
Movie, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Of all the live action ones, maybe. You might just have a point there.
I mean, had they had the CGI capacity they have today, that would have been like such an awesome movie.
Yeah, it definitely has a certain charm to it with the live action element.
And mine, I mean, I like Michael Bay's ones as well, but
I actually like those too.
Yeah, I like those ones as well. I think he did a good job, especially the design of the turtles. I thought this was cool. Now I don't know what I done with my pen that I was just using. No, there it is.
It's always amazing how you can lose things when you haven't even gotten up from the table. I'm always amazed when I'm like, how did I lose that when I haven't even gotten up from the table?
Hadn't even moved anywhere.
How did I manage to do that? All right. Now it's time for some solid yellow. Then I will bring in some dark yellow highlights, and I'll be just about done with this cat. Hey, thanks, Duchess. She said that this is looking sweet. So is that cyborg, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
You just shoot out those drawings. They just come right out of your pencil.
It helps, especially on live stream.
I'm over here actually working. You're just making drawings out of thin air. Jealous. Okay, so the base yellows are down. And now I'm going to use my old fan favorite color, goldenrod. Where's goldenrod? There it is. That's it. Goldenrod's my favorite color to darken yellow. Oh, man. Got it just about where I want it, peoples. At 1 hour and 34 minutes. I can't complain about that. Plus, we took that break to draw those sketches.
This brush, I don't know if you look at the tip of this brush. It's just I don't know what I mean. Sometimes it just points, and then other times it's just like.
You know what John's tip was? Put it in your mouth.
Yeah, hey, I've been doing that. Believe you me.
Then I don't know. I'm out of ideas.
Yeah, this one I just look. Sometimes it works, and then sometimes it's just all over the place. I don't know why. All right, so that looks pretty much done.
I like it.
Yeah, thank you.
And mine's pretty much done. Is Cyborg up for grabs?
Sure.
Anybody in the chat or anybody watching the replay that's interested in that Cyborg piece, that's head sketch, hit markup. You see his @ symbol on the screen. I believe that's his Twitter.
Yep, that's my Twitter.
You see my symbol on the screen, @Yard Sale Artist. That's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. And if you don't have Twitter, you can always leave a comment in the comment section of this video. We'll get you hooked up with Mark somehow.
Yep.
We definitely appreciate you guys watching and spending another Tuesday evening with us. Getting some nice compliments from the people in the chat. Thank you, GLHG. Yep. Thank you, Ronald.
And thanks for joining us, as always.
Yep. Thank you, Duchess, for your continued support, and everybody else who stopped by tonight. We got lots of love out there. We do appreciate it. Join us next Tuesday night. Who knows what we may be drawing, but we'll find out. We'll be here Tuesday, 5 p.m. Central, which is 6 Eastern, 4 p.m. Mountain, 3 p.m. Pacific, and 7 p.m. in Bermuda, where Mark is. So if you need any of this, you need to get in contact with us, just let us know. You've been listening to the Smooth Sounds of Joe November in the background. Check out his SoundCloud, JOSEFLIN 99. Or if you go to SoundCloud and type Joe November, you'll probably find him. So do that. And I want to thank Mark for being here. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Jarrod, having me once again.
You've been officially moved from guest to co-host status.
Yes, so and thank you. Appreciate that.
Like Duchess says in the chat, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to us. Thanks for being here. And we'll catch you guys next week.
Yep. Good stuff.
Bye.